Good morning, wrestling fans. Welcome to PWR Today for, what is it, Tuesday morning now, August 2nd, 2022. The man they call Meathead, the lovely Linda Kay, the Road Warrior. Linda, what the hell city are you in? What state are you in? Are you still a part of the country? Where are you?
Oh man, Meathead, what a wild couple of last days I've had, but I'm still in Tennessee actually.
Did you forget your
Gonna
way home?
No, I mean, I had a few just some minor events to attend this past weekend,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm still making my way back to Wisconsin. But first, I am going to make my way back to Louisville this week because we do have a pay-per-view this Saturday at Davis Arena for OVW. But for right
Oh,
now, yeah, I'm still basking, I'll say it, in the glory, not to
yeah.
take away from Keith Lee, but wow. It's been, again, a wild but tremendous last couple of days.
Oh, that's amazing. Hey, let's talk about the sponsor real quick. We saw him ringside at SummerSlam wearing the new, that was like a rainbow mirror tank top, right? Did you see
Mm,
him?
yeah, lots of good news stuff.
Yeah. You know
I'm
what I
wearing
got
the
on the way? You know what I got on the way?
which
Linda,
one?
I had to have it. I wouldn't have stayed married as long as I have if I didn't work my wife stiff. So I'm going to be working stiff.
Ah, that's right. You did show some interest in that. Well, if you want to be
So did my
working,
wife when I worked stiff.
I was going to say, well, if you also want to be working stiff or just wearing some comfortable collar and elbow t-shirts like I am right now, like we saw all over our televisions this past weekend and in person for me personally.
Of
Make
course.
sure to go to collarandelbowbrand.com. And I know there were some special promo codes going on. Not sure if they're still going on today, what I saw over the weekend, because again, it
I
was a
think
very
we're
busy
back to
weekend for me.
the best promo code.
Okay. Or any time of day, any day of the week, any moment of the year, you can use promo code Linda K. That's LINDAKAY to save 10% off your order at any time.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to work stiff in front of the others as well. It's that was my finisher actually in college. The girls I would work stiff with them. So that's how I made my way through school. So kind of like Will Ferrell and the other guys. I was a pimp. So I'm just kidding. Let's move on. Let's talk about the weekend. Let's go chronological. Linda, start us off on Friday. What the hell were you doing down in Tennessee? Tennessee, take me
Well,
to another place.
well, first Thursday, OVW TV, each and every Thursday night on
Okay.
TV. And next stop on the OVW live tour this summer
Woo woo.
was downtown Nashville and Meathead. This is my first time in Nashville, and wow, what a way to
Let me
experience
ask
it.
you this. For those that don't know, Nashville, downtown Nashville, on any given day, let alone a weekend, let alone everybody's in town weekend, does it compare to Madison?
Oh, it is wild. I mean, that's the word of the day for me. I mean, first of all, we had our show right outside the Country Music Hall of Fame. It was the Walk
Ooh.
of Fame Park, just a nice grassy area surrounded by some high rise buildings. And I had no idea that Broadway Street was literally right on the other side because at the time you're performing, you don't realize the flow of people so much. Like we're literally like a block away from the madness, but I didn't know it at that time. But we had our show take place again, just center of downtown Nashville. We had fans from all over the world. We had talents from other promotions who came by as well. I mean, the first person I saw when I got to the show was Santino Morello, just hanging
Did he
out.
hit you with the Cobra?
No, 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 no. But
And was his sister available? Was she in town as well, Santina?
no, I didn't see Santina.
Okay.
But we had this awesome show that just had a good crowd and just different flows of people coming through. Like I know there were other wrestling things going on, but a lot of people came in very happily surprised to have seen OVW. Maybe they haven't, like a lot of people said they've never seen OVW live, or even some that said they haven't seen the new OVW. So
Yeah.
we just had this great show. We had a proposal take place too. Luke Hurst proposed to Layla Gray, middle of the ring. That was
What?
a surprise. Yes. It
She's a
was
baddie, all right. Look at her go.
yeah, so much good stuff. So we ended up having that show there. After the show wrapped, walked a block over to Broadway, and let me just say, it reminded me of mix of Bourbon Street meets Fremont Street. I had no idea that this is, and from what I understand, I mean, obviously every weekend, sure. I'm not sure about the weeknights, but the
Right.
streets are blocked. It's just full of people ready to party. I had on my cowboy boots. I saw a lot of women and men in cowboy boots, and just a good time. Like, what a way to just wrap my first night there. So that was Friday night.
Yeah, rap
Saturday
night
night.
one. Yeah, rap night one. Good God.
Yeah, Saturday night. Still in Nashville. Found my way over to SummerSlam. Ah, that was a gorgeous stadium. It felt sacrilegious that I was in a stadium outside of Lambeau Field,
That's okay though.
but it was just a great setup. Whether like I love the stadiums where if you're not at your seat, you can still hear the audio. You can
Yep.
see. It was great, and
Let
just
me ask
the
you. All
perfect
right,
weather.
Nissan
Yeah.
Stadium or AT&T?
I'm gonna say Nissan because of that open air concept, and
Yeah,
it just you saw it on TV. I know you were
it was
texting me
beautiful.
and Matthew. Yeah, it
Absolutely
was.
beautiful.
We had good seats. There was a bunch of us from OVW all together. There were about 40 of us in the same section. Like it was
Nice.
just an extended couple nights together, and that was great just to see everything live. And I know you and Matthew talked SummerSlam, but being there in person too. Yeah, just so cool to see the surprises. I mean, just the first match with Becky and Bianca, and then we had NXT faithful come out. That was
Yep.
really cool to see as
And a
well.
returning Bayley wearing about 17 pockets on her pants. I think she had
Hmm.
to, if she did not have a ham and cheese loaf sandwich stuffed in one of those pockets, I would be very disappointed.
Oh, but just seeing, I mean, I'm just gonna jump ahead. The
Yeah,
ring.
the ring.
Oh, I was just like, what
Linda,
am
how
I
long have you been
seeing?
watching wrestling? How long have I been watching wrestling?
Our whole
I've
lives, I would
never.
say.
I mean, we've seen the ring collapse. It's happened twice on TV. Once on SmackDown when it was Lesnar and Big Show. It happened once with
Roman.
what was it? Yeah, Roman and Lesnar, I think, where they did that once. But I mean, we've seen them cut open the ring. We've seen, I mean, we've seen all sorts of stuff, right? The ring on fire, that was fucking bonkers.
Hmm. Yeah, it was great to see something different. We've got a lot of Brock and Roman. I know this was a last man standing match, but still, just seeing something different. And the talk everywhere in Meathead was just, this is the era of Triple H, new era. And I mean, just even the return of Bayley and seeing Io Shirai and um,
Dakota
Dakota
Kai
Kai. Yeah.
on commentary. You probably didn't hear this, but Dakota Kai, Corey Graves yells, "Is she even under contract? What is she doing here?" So I
Hmm.
liked it. It was a great presentation of it. Um, I really loved the way it looked. I know Matthew was a big fan of having only just a couple matches under the sunlight, and then really getting the show going under dark. Now, is Nashville Eastern Standard or Central?
Central.
Central, okay. Because again, the show just was beautiful. I really love Nissan Stadium. I'm a proud Nissan owner myself. I actually don't hate the Tennessee Titans. I really love their uniforms, and I've always liked that team ever since they fell 1 yard short of the Super Bowl. So, been a
Yeah.
big Tennessee Titans fan. So, uh, the whole SummerSlam side. Now you have to compare this to another show. Linda, you were in attendance for Ric Flair's final match, and thank you for being the feet on the street. Didn't know when our kid, the fanny pack kid, was going to be performing in the bunkhouse battle royal, but that ended up being on the pre-show. So made sure I got ready, got my popcorn ready. I was good to go. Watch the entire thing. Our kid went toe to toe with a two-time Hall of Famer. Did you see him in the corner with Bully Ray?
Oh my gosh, yes. I made sure to get footage of that. I mean, I know I found out it was on the YouTube. Yeah, Matthew mentioned that, but I didn't know at the time. I'm like, well, I'm going to record this footage. And at first, I was sitting up in the upper bowl, so I got a
Yeah,
uh, good view, if you will,
Angle
just
down. Yeah,
angle. Thank you. Yeah, not Kurt
not
Angle,
Kurt
but
Angle, who
Karen
was on
Angle. Wait,
Biography on Sunday night as well.
yeah. But yeah, right off the bat, seeing him with Bully Ray, we're just like, oh wow, oh, take it easy on the kid there. No, he obviously held his own, and just the way he got eliminated, and that darn James Storm just causing some ruckus down at WW, and now in the bunkhouse battle royal on our pal, the kid with the fanny pack.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was a memorable moment. he was the first to be eliminated, and just the way he was, like, that was so cool. And just,
He did get a spot.
Hell.
I kind of popped in the living room. Oh my God, and there goes James Storm. Damn it. I'm a big fan of Cowboys and Rednecks. Or what is it? How does the song go again? It's like something rednecks, like long necks and rednecks. That's what it is. It's beers and the Cowboys. I love it. So, but unfortunately, James Storm eliminating our pal Kal Herro. Linda, all the video packages that happened at the Ric Flair last match to start off with. I mean, we saw packages from
Sting!
But Ryan Nemeth couldn't use his real WWE name, Dolph Ziggler, appearing on the pay-per-view. We saw talk from Mick Foley. Now, Mick, and this is where I wanted to kind of lead the conversation to. Mick has his son, Du, next to him. It says, "Hey, kid, do you mind if I put you on a spot here?" My kid just said to me, whispered over, "Dad, I think this show's already better than SummerSlam." What was your thoughts comparing the Ric Flair last match card versus the SummerSlam card?
Oh man, both were great, but I guess, I mean, just because we see, it's hard to compare. It's such different experiences, but I mean, the whole weekend was surreal. But I think
put yourself in shoes of a regular fan. Yeah,
I think the Flair show was just a bit more surreal, just because, yeah, it was Flair's last match. Yeah, most wrestling fans may have seen Flair live before, to say most, but I think many wrestling fans have seen Flair wrestle live at some point in their lives.
I thought I saw Ric Flair's last match actually at WrestleMania 24 when he got beat by Shawn Michaels.
I love you.
Yeah.
Shawn, too, Rick. I love you too.
Yeah. I love you too. But in attendance as well, Bret Hart, Mick Foley. Dude, ringside was The Undertaker and the wife, Michelle McCool. How cool does it look? Because, when they pan the camera over and it's Mick and Undertaker sitting next to each other, I don't know if you caught this or not. Undertaker looks at Mick and he pantomimes, "Should I throw him off the ledge again?" Like he was going to throw him off a damn cell again. Undertaker is now, and we talk about you living your best life and Kal living his best life. Undertaker, outside of his gimmick now, looks like he's having a good time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the up close of what Taker was saying to Mick Foley, but that was a huge pop moment for me. Obviously, huge show all night, but that one I was like, holy shit, Undertaker's there. And of course, you think Hell in a Cell, and like I said, I didn't realize he was saying, like, should he throw him over? But that was huge. And then just watching during the show, because, like, I saw Mick sitting at ringside, like, almost the whole time. Like, that's really cool. I love when you see the talent just sitting inside, having fun, being a fan, cheering and booing.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about, like, last year in Nashville, Wisconsin, when Braun Strowman was in the audience and cheering and booing.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw footage of the match I was in. I see him cheering and booing. I'm like, what? That's crazy. But anyways, seeing that last night, and then just seeing Taker and Mick, I'm like, oh, and then I can see DDP there, who had a run in, but he's just sitting there.
Vicky Guerrero sitting ringside, and then Uncle Al sitting next to Santino Marella on pay-per-view as well.
Yes. So cool. Even the matches, and I know you sent it to me earlier last week, or like, okay, I don't, because at that point I wasn't sure what my full agenda was the whole weekend, but you're like,
right,
look at this lineup,
look at this card. How are you not going? Yeah,
right.
I mean,
and I was like,
you know what? Let's talk about Kal. Kal honestly sealed the deal for the buy button. I mean, if Cal's not getting a percentage of these pay-per-view buys right now, because he's literally sealed the deal as far as me hitting the buy button, as far as Matthew hitting the buy button, and probably, as far as you staying. I mean, you're still in Nashville. We're already on Tuesday morning. You haven't left yet.
I know.
But I mean, just amazing stuff. DDP running in on a bunkhouse brawl. We saw the problem. Jacob Fatu, who is the former MLW heavyweight champion. I mean, so many people there. The Briscoes and the Von Erichs. We saw the Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah, we saw the Motor City Machine Guns take on. Dude, we have not seen the American Wolves in years. They had a falling out, and they do wrestle very, very lightly now. That was an incredible match. How about the three-way for the women's championship for Impact?
Yeah, that was great to see too. I mean, just so many good matches and appearances. It was just insane. It was so cool.
One more comparison for you. Which was the bigger pop? Was it Kid Rock pointing out that he's ringside with Ric Flair, and Ric Flair go, you know what? I don't care, man. Everything you heard about me is true. I'm done. I'm going to party with Kid Rock on Broadway. Or Kid Rock making out with Trailer Trash Tammy ringside at SummerSlam, and then her flipping off the camera, and then the camera going dark.
I would say the Ric Flair moment, and here's why, Meathead. After the show, I did get to stay a little bit, and I see Rick. I was gonna say Kid Rock. I don't know. I was thinking Ric Flair, Kid Rock and back, and I was just like, because it being my first time in Nashville, there was one bar I said I had to go to, and it would be not just because he's a WWE Hall of Famer, but it was just a fan of Kid Rock's music and concerts, and I did make it to Kid Rock's. It is called the Big Ass Honky Tonk Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Did make it there, and also to see him in back of the show, and he was at SummerSlam too. I'm like, this is great.
Did they show it up on the big screen at SummerSlam? Because they took us ringside. Hey, it's Kid Rock, and what is he go? And they literally were going tongue to tongue with each other.
I saw that, and then I think he flipped off the camera, and then it went dark.
Yeah, and then they went dark right away. Good God, who is this woman? The internet went on fire right after that. Is Kid Rock dating Trailer Trash Tammy, the YouTube star? No, dude, it was just a stunt. It was funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Flair show. Even that match was great too. I mean, it just from it kicking off with Tony Schiavone saying like, "I was welcome our guest of honor, Ric Flair," but instead it was Jay Lethal coming out.
Woo! And Karen Jarrett, not Karen Angle. Karen Jarrett. You know what? Karen did a great job. I thought she's back to work. You know who really looked good? And I know Double J listens to the program, but Double J could work still. Jeff Jarrett, been in that business since he was a referee back in the days. You know who else we saw? We saw Jerry Jarrett. We saw Jerry the King Lawler, and our personal, close, dear friend, a former panelist on the PWR, Josh Chernoff.
Yes.
How do we have how do we have these relationships? How are these people doing all these shows? Where are we? How old is this cheese? I mean, it's just, this show was absolutely phenomenal. I'm very happy to have watched it.
I was going to say that we had some OVW. It was a mix of Impact and OVW refs as well. So seeing some more of my friends there, like,
I like how they said representing this company, representing this company. A lot of people. Well, I'm talking about like in the matches and whatever. This is a New Japan showcase match. This is a Impact Wrestling showcase match. I absolutely love that. Kal was announced as representing OVW during commentary.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Well, he was the first eliminated. Now, Tony Schiavone obviously has called Kal Herro's matches on occasion on AEW Dark.
Yes, he has.
So again, just a great weekend. I'm living vicariously through you, if you can't tell already. So we have made it through the Thursday night and Friday nights for OVW, the Saturday night from WWE, the Sunday night from the Ric Flair last match, and we have a little bit of news, Linda. I know I've been kind of burying the lead here. Linda Kay, Sasha Banks, and Naomi may be on their way back to WWE. Holy smokes.
Hey, again, if Triple H has anything to do with it, I feel a lot of people, I mean, there was just talks of people coming back. I mean, even Max Dupree being
returned. He was back on SummerSlam and at SmackDown.
Yes, just talks of, you know, a lot of the guys and gals that were Triple H's guys and gals, so to speak, from the NXT days.
Well, let's talk about Raw real quick from last night, too. I know we didn't talk any Raw. The new #1 contender for the United States Championship is also a Triple H guy, and it's a PWR guy from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Tommaso Ciampa.
That is tremendous, especially since him coming up, like, pairing with The Miz, cool, but let's let Ciampa show everyone who may not have seen what he's done on NXT
and he got the pin on AJ Styles.
Right. That's huge.
So, to be honest, in the PWR draft, by the way, Linda, I don't know if you heard the results here. Let's go over last Saturday night SummerSlam. Matthew Thomas wins the night at 230 points. The man they call Meathead 170. Linda, you had 155. The new totals brought to you by the accounting firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Meathead leading at 1,835. Linda, you're in second at 1,610. Matthew bringing up the rear at 1,240. Matthew wouldn't have been even as close if he did not get 4 separate appearances that weren't supposed to be there. He got Bayley. He's had Bayley since the beginning of the draft. AJ Styles showed up. RK Bro, Matt Riddle, and Seth Rollins both just showed up out of nowhere. They weren't even supposed to have a match because it got canceled. So he scored a bunch of appearance points. So everything looking real good.
Yeah. Are we at the midway point pretty much?
Not yet. I mean, if the draft started at the end of April, that's 4. So we're in August. We're at the 25%. We're at the quarter turn.
Still a lot of room for change there.
Yep, the rosters are now locked and will be locked until next weekend, starting on next Friday, with a double header of wrestling coming up next weekend. Wait, no, not next weekend. I'm sorry, 1 month from now. I thought we were at the end of August already. Labor Day weekend, where we have the WWE Clash at the Castle. It'll be Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Universal Undisputed Championship. And then that Sunday, AEW All Out live from Chicago.
Yeah.
We will open up the rosters again. Linda, do you make the move and get more AEW, or do you keep things the way they are and keep some WWE, some AEW?
Only time will tell, Meathead. I can't spill all my game plan out to you.
You're there. You're relevant. I mean, you're way ahead of Matthew. Matthew is a kind of like a fart in the wind back there. I mean, he can't even see where you are. Matter of fact, he's, you guys are making turns in the team they call Linda's Longtime, or Team Longtime, and Matthew's coming up like a block away. So,
yeah, I gotta survey the scenery, if you will, once it gets.
The landscape is changing. The landscape is definitely changing. So, all right. That is PWR Today for Tuesday. Tomorrow night, I believe that you're going to have Matthew Thomas all to yourself, right? You and Matthew covering a little bit NXT. 2 title matches tonight as well.
Yes. Every time we joke around, but like me and Matthew always go along. Every time we do our show, we just love to chat NXT, baby.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys love it as well. For Matthew Thomas, Linda Kay, I'm the man they call Meathead. Thanks for stopping by. We will talk to you tomorrow morning here at PWR Today. So long, everyone.